Come on, to the circus bazaar. And step this way and witness into the world circus.
Welcome to Clowns of the Square Table, and we have some very special guests today. We have Chuck D. Clown all the way down from Salem, Mass. And we have Detective No Face again.
I'm not fired.
Yeah, you're lucky you're not fired. So today, we see what we're talking about, right? It's very simple. Dick Tracy.
We're talking about Dick.
No, Dick Tracy.
Dick.
Detective Dick Tracy.
Right, Dick. I can be on a first name basis with him.
Oh yeah?
So much Dick. There's a lot of Dick tonight. It's the Dick episode.
You know, you would be a Dick Tracy villain, only without the get.
I'd have to flatten my head. If somebody needs to put an anvil down on me again, I'll get that working.
Or put like wrinkles all over you and call you prune face.
Prune face. Prune face. Yes.
Can I be? I don't like Dick Tracy. Number one, that's not the right kind of Dick movie. Number two, he has a no face, and he won't hire me as the second no face.
Now listen. There was an immense amount of Dick in this film, and it's been around since forever as well.
Yep.
There's so much Dick for years, generations of Dick.
Yeah, 1931.
That's right.
Comic strip. It's been going and rocking since then.
Still now.
Yeah.
Still going.
Still going the comic strip. Not so much in Rhode Island area, but I'm sure they use it in the comics, the newspaper down the road. What are you looking at? Yeah, it's a movie.
How come last time I play with the toys and I get made fun of, and now he gets to play with the toys and no one cares?
I'm just playing with my dick. It's okay to do that.
Well, I want to play with your dick too.
You can play with this dick. Here.
Alright.
Yeah, there's dual dicks on the table.
There's so much dick, there's enough dick for everybody.
No dick.
There you go. You got the little dick.
Like always.
I don't even know where to go with that. Like, we're here talking about Dick Tracy, and
yeah.
It turns to a montage of porn clips.
I haven't seen one porn clip. He still won't take his freaking mask off.
I know where to go with that. I need to crack me open a beer.
A beer.
It's the only way I can deal with you guys.
You be careful with that hooch there, sir, because I'm of the law.
Now, there has been many movies since, of course, Warren Beatty's Dick Tracy. At least 5 of them to account for it that were black and white.
Wouldn't that be before Warren Beatty?
Well, if you had a black and white television like I did,
yeah,
it was black and white anyways.
Was the black dick bigger than the white dick?
And that part we're going to edit out.
It's a valid question. Now, take your beer. Oh, you. Hey, look, the skull's more drunk than you are. There you go.
If I'm drunk off of 2 sips, I want to get arrested by Dick Tracy. I need this to deal with these two.
Dick Tracy.
So, what's one of your favorite movies? Dick Tracy flick.
The one where he fights Ghoulish, and they're all freezing in time. Gruesome. Same word. G. No. Same letter.
No, we tried looking that up.
Where they're setting up the smoke bombs, and everyone's like.
That's one of your favorites?
Yes.
Let him stay like that for the rest of this. Will be easier.
Yeah. Now, of course, my favorite happens to be Warren Beatty's Dick Tracy. I love the coloration of that movie, the painted backdrops.
Did you know they used the exact same 7 colors throughout that entire film that was in the Sunday comics from back in the day? They only used those 7 colors throughout the entire movie.
I did not know that.
Yep. That's why everything, like all the reds are the same reds and everything else. It's like, there you go.
That explains why the suits were all coloration.
Yep.
Different colors and whatnot.
So, this movie was okay, but where was Curious George?
Up your butt.
Because the man in the yellow hat was the main star.
Really?
And
really? Because him?
Yes, he was in the yellow hat.
Alright, let me ask you this. You're so clever. What does Bing Crosby have to do with Dick Tracy?
Bing Crosby?
Yes.
He sat on Dick Tracy's lap.
No. The
He
char-
sang with a Christmas duet with him.
No.
Oh.
The character Mumbles was based off of, is a parody of, whoever the hell I just said. Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby.
Lost his name within 30 seconds.
I-
Medication's working, Doc!
I
Good job.
I did like his show in the '80s until all those rumors came out a few years ago.
Okay.
The Bing
Not
Crosby
touching
show.
that.
No, we're not
touching
going on that
at all.
part of the show. Definitely not. So
It's a whole other dick we won't touch.
now there's the comic strips, of course. We'll get back to the movie in a second. But one of my other favorites is the cartoon, the Dick Tracy cartoon.
yes.
Came out in the 1960s. That cartoon itself was a whole lot of racism inside that. And I'm not saying that I like the racism part, but I like the cartoon in general. It's kind of like the Tom and Jerry of that era. You know, it's actually probably the both of them came out at the same time.
Well, it's 80s, whatever, 60s.
Yeah, no, I definitely enjoyed that one.
Well, Dick Tracy was always very topical. Like, even in the comic strips, they would do things that were of that era and talk about the times and things they were going through and whatever. So, I don't know about the racism, per se. I think that was just an accidental, like, the 80s didn't care about PC and censorship.
The '60s.
But, yeah,
60s, whatever.
but it definitely was, especially
Yeah.
in today's terms. I mean, you had one guy called Joe Jitsu, who
Yeah.
was Oriental,
Yeah.
and what was it, Garner Gonzalez?
Go Gomez.
Go Gomez.
Gomez,
Yeah,
yeah,
which was
yeah.
definitely racist. And then
Absolutely.
the Irish one was a British bulldog,
Right.
which had nothing to do with
Ireland
race
at all.
At all. But he had an Irish name. And
Right.
then there was another cop there that was fat, and he was always stealing apples.
Which a fat person wouldn't do. That's really horribly stereotypical. A fat person would be at the candy shop.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And on top of it, it's a cop stealing.
Well, now, see now, though, there was this whole thing about Dick Tracy in the comics back in the day, where his home life, he seemed to be doing a lot better off than a cop making that salary would at the time, and there was a big uproar from the public about trying to say that he was embezzling, so they did a whole comic thing about him going under the scrutiny.
Oh, there's
And
a possibility that he was, but
There you
I
go.
doubt it. He was a wholesome detective that did his job well.
He didn't do any job in the cartoon. He just called someone else and made someone else do his job.
That's a true point. He didn't do anything in the cartoon. He was lazy.
Yes.
He
He
made the
just
other detectives.
Just
Really
like a
loved
cop.
his moonwatch, that's all.
I love when the cops are about to get shot or whacked with something. They're like, wait a minute.
Faster than a speeding bullet.
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
More powerful than a locomotive. Hulk! Smash! Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound.
And everything freezes in time before it hits him. And of course the I can't remember the Irish dog's name. His sketch the whole time is his hat gets shot and it goes flat. Like, I'll get that cop off for making my hat flat. That's like someone shooting off the top of my cap.
Anyone, feel free.
Yeah.
Just do it.
No! Protect me, Dick.
That's what I thought.
I don't think your dick is big enough to protect you.
Are you playing with the
It is
dolls
pretty
again?
small.
Your dick is not
Action
very
figures.
impressive. I'm
You
just
playing
saying.
with them again?
Action figures.
Again, you're
You
playing.
can play with them.
I have played with my dick on camera. I'm fine.
Yeah, well, every time I try to do that, the cops show up at my door.
Yes, because when you play with your dick, you do it wrong.
No, I mean when I play with your dick.
That doesn't happen because my dick's
Oh,
over
oh,
here.
and we're
your
talking
dick's
about
over
Dick
there.
Tracy here, not
See,
anything
No,
bad.
you're not allowed to play with my dick. Leave my dick alone.
Why don't you play with one of the other mobsters besides Flat Top? Why don't you play with Shoulders?
There, have him.
Ah, yeah, have Prune Face.
Have prune face.
No, that's Mumbles. I don't think I
Whatever.
have Prune Face.
Is this one from the movie? Here, use
Yeah,
it.
that's Shoulders.
Yeah.
That's Shoulders too.
Right. So I'll shoulder this dick. You shoulder that dick.
Alright.
There you go. We're fine.
So in the movie, though, like, that's not really too good of a dick movie, because they drink polar bear urine, in the movie when he's got Mumbles and he has the polar bear in the room. And he's like, oh, don't you want this?
Yeah, the polar bear squirting the water
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
And Mumbles is like,
Well, maybe
and then
he,
Dick drinks it.
well, maybe he likes polar bear.
I mean, come on,
I
who
mean,
doesn't?
maybe it was a thing back then. Who knows?
You know how rare polar bears were during the Depression, by the way? That was a big deal to have that.
The movie was in the 1990s.
Shut up.
Okay.
Dick Tracy was set during the Depression. The movie was made in the 90s.
It wasn't very depressing with all those bright colors, though.
So,
It wasn't very depressing because of Madonna.
yeah, that's what I was about to get to. What was your feelings about Madonna being in freaking Warren Beatty's?
Would have loved to have been feeling Madonna.
Yeah.
Just saying.
What were your feelings on her acting skills? Were they any good? I
Listen.
personally thought they're pretty decent for a musician.
All credit where due, Madonna's never really had acting skills per se. She's always been put in because she's a name. But I thought she did really well in that movie. I thought she actually handled the part very well, was able to take on the Dick like a champ, and perform better than I've seen most do in her position.
Warren Beatty's one lucky man. He got to smooch with the Madonna. I didn't.
No, not yet. Well, you
Yeah.
did the one from way back, the other Madonna. You got her.
I did?
You don't ever, he doesn't ever remember.
I don't
It's okay.
remember that one.
Alright. You know what my favorite part of this film was? When the car exploded and landed behind Warren Beatty and he's shooting that Tommy gun.
Oh,
And
yeah.
He had earplugs in at the time. He didn't hear the car land behind him. That's why that scene looks so cool. He almost died. He almost died in that scene. He said so in an interview. Because he didn't until the playback realize how close the car landed behind him in that shot. But he just stayed there the whole time because he didn't know what was happening. It was very cool.
The only annoying part of that movie, again, falls on, and this falls on a lot of the movies, the whiny little kid. That was annoying to me.
That kid was actually canon though. Because Dick Tracy, even in the comics back in the day, adopted a kid.
I know.
So.
He still was. He definitely was still annoying.
Oh, I agree. Absolutely annoying. I don't like children actors on principle. But, you know, at least it was legit. What they've just thrown in there for the sake of having one.
Right.
They shot him out of a cannon?
You
said
waited.
cannon.
You were doing this for 2 minutes to tell us that joke?
20 seconds.
Okay.
So real quickly, let's go around the table. What's one of your favorite Dick Tracy villains before we wrap things up?
Mumbles, because it's funny when he talks.
Yeah, Mumbles.
Yes.
Fair enough.
I go with Flat Top because he's on a lot of in both the cartoon and the movie and a lot of the other strips there. So Flat Top's one of my favorites.
That's mine as well. It is actually, if I remember right, the first Dick Tracy actual villain, based off Al Capone. I think it was Flat Top. Anyway, yeah. But he was one of the first ones, so he's right there.
I don't like that hem, because when you got a dick with flat top, it's not a
That's
good
called
way.
the circumcision.
Yeah, it's not such a good.
It was.
It's better without the flat, with the.
What am I gonna do with you?
I think you've had too many people hit you with a hammer.
I want to make a good point.
I would love if you did. It'd be a
So,
first.
They have no face, like this in Dick Tracy. They also have a character, the Blank, with no face, but they're not related at all.
And they won't let you get on there at
And
all.
they won't hire me.
Because under the no face, with those ones, is a personality. That you lack.
Whoa, careful with the action figures. You break those are more than your paycheck.
He gets paid?
No.
How did that start?
Yeah, he gets paid.
Jesus.
I have to pay him.
Why?
Charity case.
Oh, fair.
No.
Part of the state assistance program.
Yeah.
I get paid under the table.
Why is this so heavy weighted in the back? What is with this thing?
Oh, cool. I'm gonna grab you.
Hey! Hey!
I'm gonna grab
No.
you.
Hey, leave my dick alone!
I'm gonna
No
grab
means no.
Bob, thank you for the dicks.
He ran off with my dick.
He stole my figures.
I didn't know my dick was detachable.
We're gonna end this, and I'm gonna find that son of a
I'm
gun
gonna
that
get
just
my
took
dick.
Listen to this. This is the tape I found downstairs.